Some days, my morning starts bad. I come to the office, I sit down in my chair, I open my laptop, new notification. I click it, 1 star. I read it, it's not even true. You're a liar. So I'm mad. But it's okay because we're gonna get it removed. Google reviews are really the only type of reviews that people look for. It's the main place people go to when they're thinking about doing business with someone. So how does Google know which reviews are real and which are fake? Google has automatic AI moderation practices for their reviews, and they're pretty good at removing the fake ones. They keep their cards close to their chest though. However, there are some ways to know if your reviews or if a bad review left on your business, maybe from a competitor or a robot, will get taken down. If the Google account that leaves the review is not active, Google knows that someone's trying to hide their identity and tank your reputation. So if someone doesn't have an active Google account, it's likely that Google will see it as spam or anti-competitive behavior and remove it. Also, if there's anything that's a personal attack, something that is out of the scope of what the business did, Google will probably take that down too. If there's profanity or anything vulgar, Google doesn't want that on their platform, so report those reviews and there's a high likelihood that they'll get removed. As an SEO company, I often get asked, should I get fake reviews? I'm asked this quite regularly, but the truth is, fake reviews can really hurt your business's reputation. Google knows where these accounts are registered. So if you're a physiotherapist in Vancouver and you have 50 Google reviews from India, it knows that those Google accounts are not associated with someone in Vancouver. Fake reviews is one of the quickest ways to hurt your business for no gain. But honestly, I don't even recommend getting your friends to leave you a fake review. At least they'd be local. But if a potential customer sniffs out that it's not a true review and they feel like you're lying, and that's their first impression of your business, they're not going to want to do business with you. But should you ask your customers for reviews? The answer is yes, but you shouldn't ask every one of your customers to leave a review. There are tools where you can send a link by email or text and it says, "How was your service? Can you rate us out of 5?" If they respond with a 4 or a 5, it would redirect that person to a public Google page where they can leave a review. There's one we've used called grade.us, but there's other tools like Birdeye as well. The real value of these platforms come in when someone responds, "No, I did not have a good service." When they respond that way, instead of taking it to a public page, it redirects them to a private intake where people can vent their frustrations, and then you don't have a public review that's talking bad about your company. But what happens when unhappy customers leave bad reviews? People leave bad reviews with different motives. Sometimes they follow up a bad review with an email saying, "If I get a refund or a partial refund, I'll take the review down." That's happened to us, and those are the people you want to ignore 100% of the time. So how do you motivate customers to leave positive reviews? Google does not appreciate it if you offer an incentive for reviews, but that doesn't stop people from saying something like, "Hey, we're holding a raffle for anyone who leaves a review, with the prize being a hockey game ticket," or, there's a $100 gift card for the winner of the raffle. Well, Google's not happy with incentives for reviews, and they feel it's unethical. It's difficult for them to track it though. Ultimately, the decision lies with you, the business owner. Most people are willing to spend a minute to leave a review if they've received good service without having to be incentivized. The most effective way to encourage reviews is to make it convenient for your customer. Provide them with a direct link to your Google review page. And if they haven't left a review, follow up. This approach is generally barrier-free for the customer and can benefit your business, especially in terms of Google rankings. How should you respond to bad reviews? The first step would be, don't respond. Can you get the review removed first? So many people want to react, and what they do is they start typing a response right away. What that tells Google is that it's a real review. So take a few days, report the review for whatever reason is the most relevant, and cross your fingers. That's the only way you could possibly get it removed, and it's always better to have a bad review gone. But let's just say the review doesn't get removed. First of all, is the review true? If someone is just simply lying, maybe it's a competitor. Maybe they're trying to hurt your reputation or lower your Google rankings. We have a 1-star review from someone who lied. and they use ChatGPT to write it. It's like write an essay. And the correct response is to pretty much just brush it off, right? Like they're not worth your time when they're bringing negativity in. That time that you would spend responding to negative people, you can put that into your business and the people that are bringing positivity in. So the correct answer is to ignore people who are lying. But if you are responding, you have to be cordial. Sometimes new leads, they care more about your response than the bad review that you're responding to. Having a real, authentic, and honest response is going to build up so much more credibility than you arguing the merits of the review. Whatever that review says, if you start arguing it point by point, people reading it are going to think, okay, well, maybe there's some truth here, and we want to avoid the customer getting into that mindset. I would not recommend reaching out to them privately through email, for example. I think if someone's left their review, they've already made up their mind, and you're kind of just stroking their ego. You're making them feel important. Like, wow, I left a negative review and it made him go out of his way to find my email, send me an email, and say, is there anything we can do to get it taken down? That isn't the approach you want to take. So even if you have bad reviews, it's fine as long as you have good reviews as well. If you only have a couple reviews and the majority of them are bad and your star rating is like 1 to 3 stars, you're not going to get a lot of business. Anyone that's researching businesses is going to be scared off by that. Google reviews will negatively affect your Google rankings as well. If you're not perceived by Google to be a safe, trusted, good business, it's in Google's best interest to not send their searchers to your business. When the reviews are good, you show up higher. When people are searching, you show up higher on Google Maps and you get more business. You're a business leader, and this channel is all about building business leaders. If you like content about marketing and business, comment on this video and subscribe to this channel. What do we do when we have clients that do have bad reviews? As a marketing company, if our clients have bad reviews, we're changing that really fast. We install a system for them that can be done within 5 minutes a week that generates them a ton of reviews. It essentially sends out Google review requests, and that platform I told you about earlier, within a month, they have more positive reviews than they know what to do with. And that will change their online reputation pretty quick. Most business owners are busy, and I get it. Sending out links to Google reviews, it kind of sucks. It's a time sink. What we recommend for most businesses is one platform that makes it easy to get Google reviews, and then we help them add it into their process. So if you have a project management system, make the last step of any project requesting a review. Have a templated email, a text message, whatever's preferable, and make it easy for your team or yourself to request reviews. When this becomes a part of your process, your reputation and your business will benefit. How to remove bad Google reviews. The most important thing to do when you get a negative Google review is not reply right away. Do not react. What you need to do first is report it. This is the only chance that you have to get this Google review removed, so do this step right. Report the review for the option that seems most relevant to the situation. For example, if it seems like it was written by a competitor or it's spam, report it for one of those options. There's at least a 50% chance that Google will remove it. That likelihood increases depending on how active that Google account is. So if you are one of their first 3 reviews, or they use the Google account to just be negative across Google, there's a high likelihood that Google will see this review on your page as spam and remove the review. That's your best chance at avoiding the situation entirely. Always report the review first. 1 or 2 reports is totally fine. Do not report the review 50 times. Otherwise, Google knows that you're just trying to defend your business, and it actually makes them think that the review is more real. If the review sticks, you cannot come across reactive in your response. There's a solution. Future customers will be looking at these reviews and your responses. If the review's a total lie, ignore it. Or if there's some truth to it and there's a chance to make it right and use your response to show how you take care of your customers when their expectations haven't been met. If the customer is not happy with something, in their mind, they're correct. They can only speak to their experience. Bad reviews are inevitable, but by using these tips, you'll be prepared when it happens. And next time you have a positive experience with a business, leave them a good review. You never know the impact it can have for them and their team. That's all for today. My name is Keenan. I'll see you next time. Let's grow businesses together.